Hello everybody, my name is SkillsXKills27 and welcome back to some more Minecraft Agrarian Skies. Now, today's a big episode for us, alright guys, because today we're gonna be going to the nether, we're gonna be setting up a nice ore processing system, we're gonna be doing all kinds of really neat stuff, and as well showing off a bunch of stuff that I built off camera. So yeah, we're gonna have to jump in right away here so that we can get stuff going. So what I did off camera here was I set this guy up. Okay, so basically what this is we got lava coming over here into our magmatic dynamos, which are producing power for all 7 these pulverizers. Now it looks like power is actually going down, which means we're gonna need one more. We're gonna need one more magmatic dynamo to keep these guys running. Which, yeah, you know what? That's fine. I don't care. I really couldn't care much less. Now, here's the thing. They're not processing right now, simply because I haven't wrenched them to. Okay, once I wrench them, they're going to start processing, and everything's going to start going, but I just wanted to show you guys the system I've got set up. Now, we've got limited supply of redstone, which is why I haven't created another magmatic dynamo. Simply because we're out of redstone. Like, literally, completely out. That's why also I've done a very compact system here with these hardened energy cells, or conduits. So, yes, we can, theoretically, we can, hang on, I just want to see something. 400, okay, that's good. Good stuff. So, theoretically, we can have a much more compact system than this. But that would include also a lot more of these covers, and you know what? I made this. We're fine. Good enough. Let's see what we can get going in this. So we should begin to see stuff coming in. Hopefully, why is it not outputting? It says output to the right. It should be outputting to the right. Does it literally have nowhere to go? Here's the dust. Oh, it is going. It's just so fast that it's being pretty laggy and glitchy and stuff. So, yeah. So those guys are working out. I'm going to want these guys to go. Not you. We just want you like that. And we're going to want you like that. We're going to want you like that. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. Whoa, lag. You like that. And we're going to want you like that. Nice. Now everything is outputting. Everything should be working just fine. We still have a few. Whoops. We still have a few texture glitches here. Wow, we are getting quite a lot of lag. In fact, there we go. Okay, and let's get our item ducks going. Okay, back to normal. Okay, that's better. So you should now be getting sand, I hope. And you are sucking everything up. Literally. Okay, so this guy's clogged with sand. Why? This guy's got the bottom, we want the top to be inputting. Now it shouldn't be clogged. Good. So we got gravel and sand being put in here. We've got these two should both be getting dust. Once this guy fills up with dust, then these two guys, then this other guy will begin to work. But he's kind of just like an overflow a little bit, and we're getting quite a bit of lag due to this. It does seem. But once we get another dynamo going, then all the pulverizers will be running at 100% full speed, which will make it so that we're getting 2 dust per one that's actually being processed. So yeah, that should be good. So let's take a look at what we're getting here. So if we were to scroll down a little bit, just a little bit, and see what kinds of stuff we're getting. Let's see, we've got, ooh, nope, not yet. Still haven't found anything yet. Here we go, we should be getting, oh, we got some pulverized ores here. We got lots of pulverized ores here. Should be getting some crushed ores as well. Whoa, we got lots and lots. We got some crushed ores down there. There we go. We got some sand ore stuff. Got all kinds of really neat stuff in here. Now, the only problem with this is that we're really going to start using up all of our storage units. Okay, this one and this one are the only two that still haven't been used up, and this one's already out of space, which means its types are used up. That I also wanted to get into today, but I don't think I'll be able to. Okay, I made a bunch of crafting recipes just in case. I can always go ahead and craft one if I need to, but I'd prefer not to as of right now. Ooh, nice. We already got 6 redstone. That's really nice. So let's try a magmatic dynamo. Let's see if we can craft another one. Or another. Yeah, we only need one, right? Uno, dos. Thank you. Oh, I bet we're out of invar. Yep, we're out of invar because we need 3 invar for that plus silver there. Silver there isn't much of a big deal, but the invar, my friends, it's gonna be a big deal because, as you can see, we're missing 2 invar. So I guess we're gonna have to skip that for a moment and get into getting an induction furnace, induction smelter. I mean, now I should have prepared everything. Oh crap! Did I just do that? Okay, so now I have to take. Oh man, that was horrible. Okay, so now what I have to do is take some iron, a piece of iron, and a piece of ferrous, and I have to pulverize them, then I have to combine them. Oh crap. Okay, stop outputting. You. Just gonna take all your cobble for now. I want you to stop outputting. There. Thank you. And you. Thank you. You may continue to output. You may continue to output as well. Good to go. Okay, so now should be able to combine these two. Nope. We need 2 iron, don't we? Yep. Of course we do. We need 2 more iron. 1 more iron, actually, but... Okay, so let's see if we can get this all in one scoop. See if we can do it. Nice, we did it. Okay. We are getting quite a lot of lag. I installed Optifine, but it doesn't seem to be helping very much. I mean, it's helping a lot when I'm not recording, but when I am recording, it's definitely not helping at all. So I don't know how much of this lag. We're getting lag spikes, which I gotta say is better than 100% consistent lag. But still, it's not what we really want. So we can throw that in there and go down here. And instead of getting an induction smelter, for now, let's get our magmatic dynamo. Because, really, now we've got 3 more invar, which means we still have 1 extra for our induction smelter. Which, oh my god, I just did it again, didn't I? I just did it again, my friends. Wow. Wow, I was not thinking. I need to be more careful with what I do. I really do. So let's grab a fluid duct. Let's get this guy up to max speed. Now, we don't have anything. This is the problem. This is why our storage is going to begin to be a problem, is that we don't have any way of actually processing these ores. Okay? Oh boy. That was quite the sneeze. So yeah, we don't have any way of processing the ores themselves. So all we're going to be getting is these dusts and these crushed ores, these dust ores, and these pulverized ores, and all kinds of gravels and such like that. And as you can see, it's already getting a nice buildup of sand here, which is really nice to have. But if we go into our system here, we'll be able to see lots of stuff coming in. So I made the crafting recipes for the rest of those. But as you can see, wherever we want to go, once we get to 2, so we're going to start hitting it. Here we go. We got some crushed ores here. We're hitting a bunch of, as you can see throughout the system, we got aluminum and lead. All kinds of nice crushed ores, broken iron, nice. Pulverized ores, nice and nice and nice. And even if we just type up ore, we can see, look at all those fancy ores coming in. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so we can just pop that in there for now. Let's do this again, because that's what we're gonna have to do. You are good enough to go. Let's just see if we can do this real quick. Boom. And boom. And you as well. Come on, baby. Boom. Good to go. Alright, we can output you again. And cobblestone shouldn't be an issue right now. Can always just pop that back in there if we need to. Now, we can craft up some more Invar blend and smelt that stuff up in our redstone furnace so that we can create an induction smelter. Now, why do we need to go to the nether? Okay, random question, or the blur of the moment. That's what you've come here for. So, why do we need to go to the nether? Like I said at the beginning of the episode, we need to go to the nether. So why do we need to go to the nether, though? The reason for going to the nether, now let me explain this for you while I do this, okay, is because I want to get into the next level of I would like to get into the next nice level of power, okay? And the next level is redstone level. Okay, now redstone level is the level where we fill up things with redstone, with molten redstone, so we can take casings and fill them up with redstone. Let's just, speaking of redstone, we got 10 redstone now. Our redstone production is going nice and handy dandy. Well, now I've prepared a few things in my inventory, and I'm just going to drop off practically everything except for my pick, some food, and the resource I'm going to need to build this portal. And that's just simply because I don't want to die there, and all we need is a few netherrack. Okay, all we really need is 8 netherrack. Now, the only problem is that when we mine netherrack, there's a chance of getting hellfish. Bam. That's our issue. We don't want to die by hellfish. That's pretty much self-explanatory, but we don't want to lose any of our items by hellfish, which would be even worse. So that's precisely why I'm going to do this. Now, I did have to do some testing in my test world for that guy. Oh god, I screwed this up, didn't I? And you know what? Yes, we are on peaceful. That's what I thought. Because I was in my test world, like I said, and I was working on getting that design there set up so that we wouldn't use up all of our resources just making that simple little design. That was just maximizing the amount of ores that we can get, hopefully. Now I also want to set up a nice hammering system. You know what, rubber wood, you're good enough for a building block. But I want to set up a nice system that we can use to get a few nice things going. So, per se, let's see, I'm saying too much today. Oh, shiznit. Whew! That was close. I thought I just died. My hand went off the keyboard because I thought I died. Get out of my face, you piece of shit. Thank you. 2 and 3. And obviously, Mr. Skills, that's me, didn't decide to bring enough obsidian. Perfect, because all we need is that little bit of netherrack. You know what? I don't think we can. Wow, this is just brilliant, isn't it? I think we're gonna have to run for it and make a run for it. Unless we're just so cool like that we're gonna set these guys on fire. No, it's raining. Okay. We're just gonna make a run for it. Ready? Go! Boom, ba-doom, 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 boom, 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 ba-doom. Okay. So, ooh, potato. Yummy. So, why was there a random potato there? Question mark. That's, okay, completely off topic there. Okay. So, for the last time I'm gonna say so today, I don't think there's any other way we can get netherrack. Okay. And we don't actually even need netherrack. What we need is nether brick. And I know for sure we need nether brick. So, and as you can see, all these pulverizers are keeping up. They're getting all kinds of nice handy power, full amounts of power, which is nice to have. And these guys are producing as much ores as they really want to. You guys should be running at 80 RF per tick. Good stuff. You might not be. You might only be running at 40 RF per tick. Because remember, each pulverizer can only use 40 RF per tick. Each engine can produce 80 RF per tick. We have 7 pulverizers. Do the math, my friends. If you can't do the math, go back to grade school. Okay, each engine can basically provide 2 pulverizers, which means if we have 7, we're gonna need 4 engines or 3.5 engines, but you can't really get half of an engine. So we're just gonna stick to what we have. Okay, 19 redstone already. That's nice. So what we were doing, we need a tanks. We need to grab our tank and our tank, and we need to go like this, and we need to go like this. Thank you. No. No, no. Yes, no, maybe so. Okay. Let's grab our wrench. And let's do this. Let's put it on top. Absorb some lava, please. Looks like these guys are draining their lava, but our lava production system seems to be able to keep up. Now, what I've been told in the past is that the amount of lava that we have right now will not suffice to the amount of power that we're actually going to need in the future. Makes quite a lot of sense, actually, when you think about it. So, I mean, what are you going to do? Wait, what are you going to do? So, our lava, so we need 3 more. No, I think that should be enough. Let's do that. So, anyway, our lava, should suffice, for now, but when we get to the future, it's definitely not going to work. Lava will not work out for us as a power source in the very near future. That's for sure. Okay, lava is not an option for power. I'm not gonna bring the beast. I was thinking about it for a second there, but I'm not. What I'm actually gonna do is, since we got loads of iron, I'm gonna make 1, 2, 3 an iron pickaxe, and let's actually just look up an iron pickaxe on the little web here. For the load, there we go. And let's just craft one of you. And instead of using my wonderful repair pickaxe, shit, I just did that. Great. Okay, so instead of using my wonderful repair pickaxe, I'm gonna use a nice iron pickaxe, which should be able to help me a little bit. Now, okay, so what was I talking about again? I keep getting off track, don't I? Should probably think about not doing that anymore. Be a good idea, I guess, right? So, what was I I can't even remember what I was talking about. I was talking about how our lava won't be power sufficient enough, and that's because in the near future we're gonna need up to like 30,000 redstone flux per tick. So when you do the math, that's okay. Let's say we need 40,000 redstone flux per tick, which in the end we probably will need. That's just that's just what's gonna happen. We're probably gonna need that much, just simply because that's the way life likes being to people today, or in our lives. So we need 40,000 redstone flux per tick. If each engine can produce 80 redstone flux per tick, then that means we need up to 500, possibly up to 500 engines. That's a lot. Oh, here's the nether. I forgot, we're going to the nether. Hey guys, look, we're in the nether. Woohoo! Okay, we're not here for anything because there's scary, scary things in here. Like that pig man, which is killing me. Why is a pig man killing me? Why? Why did that? Why? And now he's gone. Now he's invisible. Isn't that just great? Isn't that just great, everybody? I'm getting killed by pigmen for no apparent reason. I didn't anger him. What the fudge? I did not expect that. I knew pigmen would kill you and after you mined ores, but I didn't know that they would kill you immediately. That sucks. Unless maybe I hit him. I might have hit him. Because remember I'm gonna make a nice iron sword. Because remember guys, when I did my thing? No, you don't, because I'm talking about things. Remember when I went to go mine that netherrack, I hit. I know, I mean, I've been told that there are invisible pigmen in the map, in the nether. So maybe the pigman was in front of me, and he was invisible, and I ended up hitting him, and then he ended up screwing me over. Ended up killing me, because that's what pigmen like to do. That sucks, because I'm gonna have to spend up probably all my lives just getting my pickaxe back. Well, I don't even need that pickaxe. Good thing I made a nice little cheap iron pickaxe. Okay, here we go. Here comes the fight. Here comes the fight. Ouch. Pig. Yes, pigmen. Teleport. That's exactly what I want you to do. Perfect. Where's my pickaxe? Did he take my pickaxe? Oh. Phew. Okay. Let's just mine up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And leave. Okay, ready for this? We're gonna get killed by a pigman here, but that's okay. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Boom, ba doom, ba doom, ba doom. Run away from pigmen. Stop lagging. Stop. Stop lag. Stop. Lag. Stop. Okay, pigman is right there. Go! Boom, ba doom, ba doom, ba doom, ba doom. Damn it! I hit him. I hit him once. I hit him. Yay me. I hit the pigman. Guys, look at me. I hit the pigman. Okay, we have 3 lives left, which means I'm going to be able to get one more try, one more hack at that pigman. And if I can't do it, you know what? Screw it. Screw it. I know I'm going to lose my sword, I bet. But I've got 1 life. I've got 3 lives left, okay? I want to always have 2 lives on me. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to use up the last one more life at the most to kill this pigman. If I can kill him, then we all know what happens when I can kill pigmen. Pigmen will drop nothing, really. Apparently they drop really cool stuff. In fact, hang on, just wait a second, my friends. I think before my items despawn, I want to check something. I believe from one of our things we got a what are those things called? Mine factory loaded single use. Yes! Yes, we did. We got some single use safari nets. Okay, let's grab one of them. You're going down, buddy. You're going down. You're gonna die. Okay, that's kind of creepy. Yeah, so this guy's gonna die. No, he's actually, well, technically he's not gonna die because I'm gonna capture him in my wonderful net of wonderfulness, unless he's not there anymore, which doesn't look like he is even there anymore. Due to our mini map. But time to die. You're gonna die first, because you're being annoying. You too. You wanna die? Let's go. You die, and you die too. Yeah, that's right. I don't want any of you getting on my nerves today, my friends. Don't get on my nerve on day of killing pigmen. Where's this pigman? Shh. Where is he? Where is he? Bum 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 bum. Blah, 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 blah. Take all this stuff. Where's my netherrack? Really? Please don't tell me my netherrack is in the nether with the pigmen. Oh, fudge. Fudge-a-McGee. Please don't tell me this. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. Let's just go. Let's get it over with. Let's see if we can get him captured if he tries to kill us. Yikes. This was a bad idea, wasn't it? Ah. Escape. Escape. I can't escape in another portal. Fuck. No. No. Run. Okay, escape. Just let the lag die down. Okay, somehow we got a slime in here. Okay, so where's all my netherrack? There it is. Okay, let's leave. Let's leave before the pigman gets us. Holy shiznit. This was an exciting episode. This has been a very exciting episode, hasn't it, guys? So, I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Seems like it would be quite an exciting episode, I think. Where I fight pigmen. Well, I die twice from pigmen. That is why the nether is so dangerous. Just because of that one thing, the stupid flying pigmen. Why do we have flying pigmen? Oh my god, they're invisible flying pigmen. Okay, I don't think they're actually flying, but I call them flying because they're that strong that I assume that they would be able to fly. But yeah, so I think the only way we're ever going to be able to beat this pigman is if we get flight, or we use our safari net. I mean, if we had one of those real safari nets, the multi-use safari nets, we could have captured him and then spawned him and grinded him to death, which is usually what I usually do to things, as you all know. I grind things to death, apparently. But no, that's not what I'm going to do today. No. I'm not that evil today. Today I feel nice. How many spots? Oh, we got about half of our spots left. Okay. Well, all that was worth a lot because that means we're going to get extended power. We're going to be able to set up a nice ore processing system. Lots of really cool stuff, which hopefully will help us. Whoa. I just got like phlegm in my throat. Blah. Phlegm stuck in my throat, and you all heard that. It was like a Mickey Mouse sound. Oh my god. That's just, oh my god. I can't believe it. I just sounded like Mickey Mouse. Okay, let's try it. Magma. Let's give me some magma stuff. Magma crucible. Thank you very much. I created a bunch of stuff, by the way, off camera. Just that I could do this one touch stuff, because I knew it would take me hours in the nether. I hoped it wouldn't, but apparently it does, so. Oh, it's not liquid, it's fluid. Transposer. Boom. Nope. Looks like we need a bucket. Let's craft one. Now, instead of going and losing all my stuff and going through a bunch of other stuff, what I can actually do is switch a buck. And we can craft one because I added it to my crafting system. Boom. Isn't that just beautiful? I know, right? Now we are occasionally going to need buckets, of course. So let's craft like, I don't know, 5 of them. Okay. And look at how fast our crafting system is. That's brilliant. That's just brilliant, isn't it? Okay. So we've got a fluid transposer and a magma crucible. Isn't that just beautiful? So let's place down fluid transposer and a magma crucible. You, I only want to output to there. You, I only want to input from there. Now you, beautiful. Filling up with power, you filling up with power as well. This guy actually holds 400,000 RF. This guy only holds 48,000. No, 48,000. Yeah, 48,000 RF per deck. So this guy's gonna fill up same speed, but it's gonna look like nothing's happening because it's got such a big storage buffer, which I like. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool to have. So how's this guy doing? Not jamming or anything. No. This guy. Ooh, we're almost full of dust, which means this guy's gonna start running. Yum yum. Okay. Now, just because I like efficiency, I'm gonna grab one of you manually, so that it's gonna take another stack's worth of time to get this guy filled up. But throughout that time, it will still be being processed in here, just so that we can get some extra redstone going, because I know we're gonna need it. Perfect. Now, what are we gonna want to do? Well, let's take a look at our ore processing. Oh my god, we're out of power. What? We're out of power. These guys are out of lava, aren't they? No, these guys are full of lava. Why are we out of power? Why are we out of power? Oh, that's why. Mr. Magma Crucible's absorbing all of our power. Isn't that just fine and dandy? Good for you, Mr. Magma Crucible. Well, we're gonna wait for that guy to fill up. Because apparently we can't access any of our items while that happens. But what we have here is, by looking through this guy, we can see we've got all these different things that need to get processed. Okay, now I believe each of these can be put. Let's take a look at these ores. So let's take a look at like gravel ore. Okay, no, that's not what we want. Let's just take a look at ore. And if we go down to the next couple pages, go down a couple pages, and find all of our ores, here we go. Aluminum ore gravel, we right click that, it'll show us what we can use it for. So we can cook it up in a smelter, we can do all kinds of cool stuff. We can't pulverize it though for some reason. What about like dust, silver ore dust? Okay, can we pulverize that? Or dictionary smeltery? Nope, we can't, so we can only smelt it. So the best thing to do right now would be to, you don't have anything in it, would be to do some cool stuff. Okay, the best thing to double our ores would be using a smeltery. We all know that's pretty cool. But we know from experience, or I know from experience, that the smeltery can be a pain in the butt to set up, and it just doesn't work out very well. So what I'm actually going to try doing is setting up a furnace just to cook through these things. Okay, so it'll request all of these. I know it's pretty great. Or we could just have it request these, and then have some pulverizing. You know what? No, I'm gonna have. If I have to, I'll make 3 furnaces. Okay, if I absolutely have to. So you are almost done filling up. So we're almost done with you. Good enough. So we're also gonna need some power going. Okay, so no. Stop saying power. Whoa, because our ME system is empty. This guy's just going crazy. Okay. We'll wait. I'm gonna wait for that to do its thing. Now, we won't have enough time in this episode to get our system set up, to get our automated smelting system set. We won't have enough time. So what I'm gonna do is probably off camera, I'll set up our automated system thing guy, and because I do a lot of stuff off camera now, and then at the end, so this episode we're gonna set up a little bit of a power system. So that's working. Now this guy's on. Now these guys should be sucked up. Look at all that stuff. So now you see how much stuff we're actually getting. Because remember, that guy wasn't off for very long, and look at that. I find it amazing how much stuff we actually can get from this. I find it amazing. I do. Now there's this stuff that just didn't get sucked up just because it was fussy. So we're gonna have to pick you up and put it into the system ourselves. By hitting Control U, we can throw these guys out the way we wanted to. Perfect. Now leave my life. Go into my system, which is almost full. So what I'm gonna try, I'm just gonna try this, okay? Don't give me any handy dandy business going, okay? You know what? We're not gonna try this. Okay, that's it for today's episode, I think. What are we gonna do next? Well, off camera, I'm gonna set up a little bit of a power system. So we're gonna get, I think, 2 more dynamos, 2 more of these magmatic dynamos going, and these will be our power source. So we'll fill up a bunch of energy cells. We'll have a bunch of energy cells filling up, and then these energy cells will be hooked up to here. I'll replace all of our hardened energy conduits, hopefully with redstone energy conduits, except for those ones, because that's just gonna stay the way it is forever. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. But I mean, I've got to do something to end the episode off. I mean, I can't just end the episode off like this, doing nothing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try crafting one of these. Now I built a crafting monitor down here. Okay, So that's what we're missing. Basic processor so yeah, that's the crafting monitor, by the way. So we're gonna need a ME basic processor and ME advanced processor. So, and let's go ME basic. No, let's do this process. There we go. So let's craft up deuce of you, 1 induce. I know, I said 1 induce. Wow. And let's craft up. What? Okay. Overview. Wow, we've actually got quite a few diamonds. And let's grab you, and let's grab you. Let's go upstairs so we can continue crafting. Smelt you up. Wait for it. And put you in. So now it should only say that we're missing these two. Nice. Okay. Very nice. Okay. Bam. Now it should be crafting. Oh, we're missing another one. Okay. First off, I want to explain this. Before we go and do that, I want to explain the way this works, okay? So if we look at this, we've got, so the crafting monitor is something that I made. It's just very simple. If you look it up in NEI, you'll be able to make it quite simple. But basically what you can do is you can shift click. So this item here is what it's crafting. Now, there's multiple, you can click next and previous to go through everything that it's crafting right now. So you can keep things like this. If it says missing materials, okay, I can wait, leave that there, go craft something else, and click next and see what else is crafting. Now, since nothing else is crafting, we can't click next or previous. Pretty easy. Now, what it shows here is it shows what it's crafting, and it shows what it's crafting for this. So right now, it's crafting up all these items. Now, it's going to try to craft this. There's no crafting recipe for it. So it's going to say it's missing this material. So all I need to do is, as we know with the processors, we actually have to cook them up.
So, what do? Well, we take a look. We craft a bunch of these. Let's craft, like, I don't know, 5 of them. For now, 6 of them. Good enough. Okay. And all we need to do now is cook them up, like we always do. And plop it in there, in the system. And it should have used it. If it didn't, it did use it. See, that changed. Used up that. So that's why I crafted 6, because I knew we were going to need more. So let's try 3 maybe. So, we put 3 in, and what happens? It crafts a bunch more stuff. Crafted a storage block or something, I don't know. But it's going to keep telling you what you're missing. So, until the entirety of the item is crafted, it's going to continue to tell you what you're missing. So that way you're not sitting around waiting for it to be clogged. You know? I don't get it. What's happening? Okay, well, let's try this. I don't know what's happening, but I guess we'll have to see. Processor. So yeah, that's the way it's working. Now let's grab a bunch of these. Go ahead. Use up all of our redstone for now, because we're producing redstone at the moment. But yeah, so that's the way that works. And then the crafting terminal, again, you can craft stuff. By the way, for those of you who don't know, when I'm shift clicking the question mark, so if I want to create a piston, if I shift click this question mark, it'll put everything in here, and then I can click that to clear it. And as well, I've got this turned on, which means search box mode. Okay, if this isn't what it says, then click it to change it. Okay, search box mode, standard search. NEI synchronized auto, NEI synchronized standard, or auto search. Okay, what we want to do is NEI synchronized auto. So what happens when I do NE, it links with this. So let's do cable. Okay, I hit caps lock. It links with NEI and searches it up in here. Okay, isn't that cool? But it also looks in here. So the way that works is if I don't have any of that item, I can click here and craft it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, right? So that's the way that works. Just for those of you who didn't know. And now we're missing redstone. That will come in time from our system that's sifting through dust. So what we can do is just wait for that to happen. We can wait for this guy to do its thing. Okay. Now this guy should go up in redstone, hopefully. Hopefully it will go up in redstone. I hope. There it goes. So 1 redstone just came in the system, which means it went down. Right, so if it's something like redstone that we're actually producing, I can't go craft redstone, so what I just do is say, okay, here you go, I'll just wait for this to happen. So yeah, that's just the way that works, for those of you who didn't know. Now while that's happening, I'm going to show you what we've done outside. So as you know, I created this guy with sugarcane, with some nice sugarcane and stuff, and a lemon tree, which is actually, for my experience with growing these fruit trees, the lemon tree that I've grown is actually very nice, because it's got, as you can see, it's got 4, 6, 7 lemons growing on it, okay, and wait for them to grow mature and then right click them, and you'll get your fruit. Now, as you know, earlier on in the series, I didn't do that, of course, because that's just the way I am. I just didn't do it, and it worked, and I only got 1 of the fruit, and it completely demolished fruit. But by waiting for it to grow and right clicking it, we can get the fruit, and it'll continue to grow. I've also got coffee beans. Now, over here it just looks like a mess of torches. That could be causing me some light, I'm not sure, but what we've got over here is a bunch of strawberries being grown, which I think I talked about last episode of the hiccups today. So strawberry farm with a peach tree. I always love peaches in real life and in Minecraft. And then what I've set up over here are some pens. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 pens. Okay, now these pens are basically gonna have cows in them. So I'd like to have all the animals in here. Wait, no, which one's this? This one. I would like to have like all animals that can get stuff extracted from them. So sheep, chicken, I'll have those in there, okay? So some sheep and some chickens, I'll have in here. Then I'll have cows, pigs, and chickens. Oh god, my thing's glitching out. Stop it. Stop it. You're gonna kill me. Stop it. There we go. Okay, so yeah, so we got sheep, chickens, no, sheep, chickens, cows, pigs, and chickens. And then in the middle there, we're gonna set up a nice machine, which will switch things over. So little babies will go in here. Then they'll grow up, be slaughtered, and then we've also got 2 more pens here, which we can use for I don't know what. I just made a bunch of pens there for whatever we really wanted to. And then I created a mob farm. Didn't quite work so well. I still need to get rid of that elevator. I'll do that off camera. I created this nice thing. It's supposed to be a tree farm. Or it will be a tree farm. We're gonna have a nice harvester there. And a planter underneath, which will plant the trees here in this 3x3 area, which will look nice. And as well, down here, I've got 2 empty sections here, which I created. I'm not sure what I'm gonna use them for yet. Maybe some automated farms, I'm not sure. And then over here, I also set up a nice mob farm. It doesn't look like a mob farm, does it? Well, that's because it's not even working right now. What I did was I decided that what I'm gonna do for a mob farm is I'm gonna put a grinder facing upwards right in the middle here, okay? And then I'm gonna fill these in walls, 3 blocks high, and then a roof. And then, so it'll be completely dark. Mobs will spawn in this entire area from all these blocks. And what will happen is the grinder that sits in the floor with an emerald upgrade in it will be able to reach all these corners. These are all, each of them goes up 11 blocks. Okay, it goes out 11 blocks. So the range upgrade should be able to provide 11 blocks in each direction. Hopefully, if that's the way, if I calculated everything correctly. Now that means that this entire section will be killed by 1 grinder, which will give us mob essence. It will give us lots of ender pearls and bones and string and anything we can get from mobs, including wisps, which will drop essence, and as well, we'll have these little guys who have like the mana bags on, and they give us mana beans, which is really, really cool. So that's part of what's about to happen. That's what we'll do that in a later episode once we've got a sufficient power source going. Look at that. So looks like our guy is finished, so we can check in here for a nice storage machine, storage thingy, and we take a look. Bum 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 bum. We've got a 16K storage. Nice. So let's grab you and plop you in our machine downstairs. Sorry about the lag again. That's something that I'll have to deal with off camera. I've been working at it a lot. Still haven't been able to find a result for that. So yeah, we've got all these guys. What the fuck just happened? What the fudge? I think a creeper just blew up. Did you guys just see it? Okay, hang on. Let me hit F7 here. So anywhere mobs can spawn. Anywhere. I thought I'd made everything safe. Because I've got these little glowstone nooks, which provide light. So I thought I'd made everything completely safe so that nothing could spawn anywhere, but apparently not. Apparently didn't spawn. Maybe walked all the way up these, I don't know. I can figure that out off camera, but you see F7 again, so we can turn that off. That option off, so my keyboard's underneath a big thing, so I can't really, I only just stick my hand in to see, to press stuff, but I don't really see what I'm pressing, so yeah, but anyway. So, here we go. Here's the big opportunity. This guy should, oh, yeah, looks like we're good, because we've got, this guy's full, so stuff will start coming into here, and eventually both of them will be either full, or they'll both be completely sufficient enough to work properly. But as we can see, everything's working out just fine, okay? Now before we go, I know, I've been talking for hours and hours and hours, and we've been doing stuff for hours, and this episode's probably going to be edited so that all this stuff gets fast forwarded through. But what I want you to know here is how many ores we got in this one episode. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Seriously, like, okay. 186 pulverized iron ore. If we're going max efficiency, that's 90 ingots right there in one episode. Look at all that. Look at it all. Look at it. Look at it. There's so much. Now, of course, I've set up the crafting recipes for all these so we can craft them and smelt them. That I'm going to do off camera, probably off camera, if everything goes well. But as you can see, we're still going up. Now we're at 190 iron. We're going up rapidly on all our materials, all of our resources. This is amazing. I love it. Let's see how many diamonds we have. Probably not very many. 2 diamonds. Okay, what about emeralds? I know I've been saving up emeralds. 30 emeralds. Okay, what about quartz? 20 quartz. 722 quartz dust. What? Okay. I'm getting over the top here with exaggeration, or not exaggeration, but with excitement. Basically, we've got a lot of resources. All hail resource making. So yeah, got a lot of resources, guys. This is the first step to fully automating everything. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Give me a like if you liked the series. Give me a comment if you didn't like the series, or if you liked the series and you just want to tell me what's up. But if you didn't like the series, let me know why, so I can change that and hopefully make it so that you can like the series. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.